So last time we mentioned Karen Thier coming to the rescue of Haleth and Haladad, he was already gone, and his son Haldor was also gone from the orcs. But Haleth, she was looked upon kindly by Karen Thier after he came to their rescue and slaughtered all the orcs that were trying to get into their stockade. And he offered for her and her people free lands of their own with the protection and friendship of the Eldar if they would come closer to the north where he was. But she was proud and unwilling, and most of the people of Halidin were of like mood. And so she thanked him, but said, "My mind is set. We're leaving the shadow of the mountains and going west." And so they went west, and Haleth, she was taken as their chief, and she led them at last to Estelad, and there they dwelt for a time. They remained a people apart, and she remained their chief while her days lasted, but she did not marry, and so her leadership passed to Haldan, who was the son of Haldar, her brother. And she wanted to go east or west again, which many didn't want to go, but she took them, and they went in between the Mountains of Terror and the Girdle of Melian, which, as we had learned before, that's where Ungoliant had strengthened her brood around there. So there were a bunch of spiders and just horrible things, and they made through it, but with great hardship and loss. And when they got out the other side, they knew there was no going back. But they stayed in these new lands. That was where was it? It was in between free homesteads in the woods of Talith Dirnan beyond Teglin, one of the rivers. And some people even went as far as to go into Nargothrond. But that's where her rule was and where they stayed. And yeah, so a little more information about people that have come into Beleriand. So, Stephen Colbert, I'd like to talk about Silmarillion, Tolkien, and Middle Earth and all this good stuff. So hit me up, please. Thank you.